Let's look at this data here. Put it in AI. How much was Mayor Bloomberg company worth before he was a mayor, and how much was it worth after he was a mayor? See, we go into becoming mayors for the wrong reasons. Anybody has that data? Let's look that up.
Let's see. I have it, Dr. Jordan.
And what do you have?
So in 2001, just before entering politics, Bloomberg's net worth was estimated approximately 4.5 billion.
4.5 billion. Let's give that some respect. Amen. Curse not the rich. Don't y'all get angry. Curse not the rich. Or Reverend Ike says, you won't be one of us. Eda ba 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 sha.
Rondo.
Okay, go ahead.
And afterwards, so by the end of his mayoral tenure in 2013, his estimates from that period, his fortune had grown to over 24 billion.
Let me do a fallout. Did y'all hear that?
24 billion.
So how you become a mayor and busy for 4 years, and your company don't take a beating, but is rising, while you telling the city only pay you $1 a year. Because I found out how to get my pay another way. I mean,
Wow.
Legs, what you thinking about that? And I don't mean to catch you like that mid-sip, but I just feel like you don't want to be left out of this conversation.
Yeah, Bishop, it's an interesting thing. You know, it's really understanding where the value is. The value is never in the job.
It's a connection.
It was just in the position.
In the position.
It's in the position
To
of
the-
power.
To the point that Dr. Nike is wondering, and that's legacy, right?
Yep.
Dr. Nike is wondering, how's Bloomberg here? In the name of helping. Because Bloomberg is saying, I'm gonna show you black mayors what you go in here for, and if you don't have the data, you will not be able to generate wealth. Are you starting to get a feel of that, Prophetess Nayakia?
Absolutely, absolutely, and just so you all know, and you can go to the website. The company's name that was there, that he wasn't there, but that was representing, it was one of his companies of many. It's called Black Wealth Data Center. Once again, that's Black Wealth Data Center, and you can go online and you can look at the different, literally type in the area code or the name of your area, and you can find out how much money is being in the households. It's the data. Data is king, as we learning and continue to learn. But it will definitely break down the median income. It will tell you by race, households, the percentage of household holding assets, percentage of household owing debt. So it's all calculated. It's right there. And so it's at our hands, at our fingertips, Dr. Jordan. And once again, companies, big companies, corporations understand the power of data and how they're going to utilize our data, right, to determine whatever they want to determine about the needs or the what they don't want us to have. So it's right there, and you can't, as they say, men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't. And so here we are, Dr. Jordan.
Oh, you know what? I am already lost in this thing. I typed in black males, and it came up. The first one gave me a blog, reconceptualizing black women as economic drivers. So they already know that the black women is driving the black economy. Does it mean that black women spend more?
Wow.
Dr. Nakia, we're living up to the data?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we have to keep our eyes on the data, family, Dr. Jordan. When you dive into this website, when you understand the where the wealth is, and of course where it's going, and I'm always grateful for our conversations, our mastermind meetings, because as we know, the technology, we're in the revolution, of technology and AI, and so if we don't really continue to upscale ourselves and understand where we're heading, where the economics is going, and where the money's going to be flowing, those numbers are going to shift drastically, right? And our money is going to shift drastically if we don't know how to grow money at this point, Dr. Jordan. And that's where it's at. So we need to learn how to read the data. On top of that, we need to understand the data and not allow someone else to tell us about the data. We have to be students and scholars of the numbers and how they are generated. And then this way we can also know where we need to go and ask for support in. So it was mind-boggling. It was very insightful. It gave us a temperature of where we're headed as a country, and then also who we need to be talking to and encouraging to do what exactly. So it's good. It's good stuff, Dr. Jordan. We cannot pretend like we don't know, and that's why I often say, "What am I pretending not to know?" Right? Because my pretending is going to cost me in the end, Dr. Jordan.
And see, just getting this was worth being mayor for 4 years.
Right. Wow.
Just getting access to the data, Dr. Nyakia. I know it's taken up a lot of your time, but you got to look at the exchange after that, because think about who you would be able to consult, who would like to navigate through your mind. Like Bloomberg, he felt an open door as to why I'm here. I mean, you can go from here and open up a consulting firm.
Absolutely.
If you run a city, a hamlet, or run a village, then I can run a company.
Yes.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly what it is.
That's good.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. When you are in a government entity, you have responsibility, and even for nonprofits, you have a responsibility for revenue, for the people.
Yes.
Paying them how they behave and what they produce. In government, you are not necessarily producing widgets and items, but you are producing policy, you are producing administration, you are administrating what has already been established. And that definitely mirrors what companies do. They establish policies on how they do the work. You may call it guidelines, but they establish a standard for what they do. And that's where that prophetic knowledge, your experience in managing large groups of people that serves an even larger group of people, that's a gold mine.
Yes, it is. And these are where, and that's when you start looking at policies. That's where you understand systemic racism is put in place because of policies that have been set. So let's look at that. They've dismantled or dismantling DEI, whatever that is, right? So you have institutions that are canceling programs because of new policies that have been in place. Right? And companies that had whole DEI up was actually calling, what makes it so bad is that although companies have changed the name, the present administration is going back years to see what it was originally called. And if they find out that it was still DEI related, so you have major white institutions that I've talked, says that they had things going on. They've even had where schools where they're bringing in like, let's say a gospel choir.
Wow.
So, you want to do a gospel choir, you got to, bring in a black musician and black conductor. And they, was making arrangements with them and paying them. Those programs now have been shut down because they're saying it was DEI related. And other schools where they may have had grants for, African American students, or for low-income African American, first-generation African American, they no longer can have those kind of programs, even though they were being, brought in with matching funds, the institutions have to remove it. And I was talking with someone yesterday that their foundation was providing something in a school where it was for, like African Americans, maybe first generation African Americans, where they were paying for their college. They had to remove their foundation, watch this, because they said they were going to start using the money for any student that needed it.
Oh, wow. Really? Really?
So they no longer can do for Africa, because that would be kind of DEI-ish.
Wow.
So what they did is they took it and says, well, we're going to do the foundation for one of the Divine Nine. Because no race is in that.
Okay.
Really?
It's not mentioned. It's a Greek organization.
It's a Divine Nine. It's a fraternity. Because now if they take that away, then they got to take away all of every fraternity that had foundations.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow.